Right now, Canadians are struggling with the cost of living. I hear it everywhere I go. People cannot find a home that they can afford. They can't buy their groceries. And on top of that, we have Trump threatening tariffs at 25%, which put hundreds and thousands of Canadian jobs at risk. And instead of focusing on these issues, Justin Trudeau and the Liberals are focused on themselves. They're fighting themselves instead of fighting for Canadians. And for that reason, today I'm calling on Justin Trudeau to resign. He has to go.
Does Trudeau have the full support of his cabinet to stay on as Prime Minister?
Yes.
Simple yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And as a follow-up, would you like the opportunity in the future to lead this country if you were given the chance?
So full points for trying with that question. If the Prime Minister has the full support of his cabinet, then why would we contemplate what happens after he decides to leave?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I have a similar question. Liberal backbenchers here in your home province want or have called for Prime Minister Trudeau to step down. What are your thoughts on that?
So I've answered that question in other fora as well. I respect the views of my colleagues. The New Brunswick MPs who've shared that view are friends of mine. They're people I respect. Some of them have been friends of mine for a couple of decades. If you think of a guy like Serge Cormier or René Arsenault that I've known for a long time, I recruited Jenica Atwin to the Liberal caucus. So I'm very proud of that. She's a terrific MP for Fredericton. That's a view they're expressing. The Prime Minister listened carefully when that view was expressed to him. Colleagues did what is the appropriate thing. They, in a caucus meeting, expressed those views directly to the Prime Minister himself. He listened. He, in some cases, responded to specific things that were raised. And he said he would reflect carefully on what he's heard. That's how the process works. That's the way these things are decided. And I'm confident that the government will remain focused on the work that Canadians want us to focus on. If we're potentially 5 weeks away from 25% tariffs applied across the board to Canadian exports to the United States, Canadians would understandably, I think, be impatient with a government that looks at itself all the time. We shouldn't be looking inward. We shouldn't be worrying about ourselves. The government got the confidence of the House of Commons 10 times last week. So the opposition parties that are all outraged, they need an election right away, they voted confidence in the government 10 times last week. So Parliament comes back on the 27th of January. Mr. Trump is inaugurated on January 20th. The work that the Prime Minister asked me to do as the Finance Minister with issues around border security is to work with the incoming administration, and I'll have meetings over the Christmas holidays with some key players in the incoming Trump administration. So that's the work that I'm focused on doing, and I think Canadians would be impatient if we spent an inordinate amount of time focusing on ourselves.